Namaste everyone, I am Akshat as you can see, and India are going to be playing New Zealand tomorrow in the World Cup. That got me thinking about New Zealand. First of all, why is it called New Zealand? The thing is pretty simple. The Dutch people were the first to, or rather the first Europeans to explore and chart that North and South Island nation, and so they named it after one of the provinces that already existed in the Netherlands, which was called Zealand, and they made it Nova Zealand, and that got anglicized by Captain James Cook of the explorer fame to New Zealand. So that's one of the mysteries solved. The second thing is, should they rename their country or at least combine their country's name with the authentic Maori name, which is Aotearoa, if I got that right. Of course, I'm not a native Maori speaker, but that doesn't change the fact that New Zealand are going to be up against India in the World Cup. So rather than focus on the cricket, I wanted to tell you a little bit about a relatively little known movie called The Hunt for the Wilder People. And you might have heard of the name Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi, of course, is the director of Thor, Love and Thunder. So Thor Lunder's director directed this movie after directing a few short movies, and I think after making What We Do in the Shadows, along with Jemaine Clement, and that series, rather that original movie on which the recent series is based about vampires living in New York City. Although it was in New Zealand, the original movie was set in New Zealand, but here they are living in this series. They are living in Staten Island, which is an island off the coast of New York. That series in itself is very funny, very watchable, but I must warn you that it has graphic content and absolutely mind blowing gore. So it's not for kids at all. Okay, so that aside, The Hunt for the Winter People stars two very nice actors, Sam Neill, who I have known since I think he was in Event Horizon, and Jurassic Park, of course. How could I forget? Jurassic Park was the movie in which Sam Neill, of course, rose to prominence in Hollywood and all. And the original Jurassic Park, I'm not talking about the shitty sequels. Uh, Pardon my French. But Sam Neill, and I forget the child actor's name, but he's the one who played the little superpowered dude in Deadpool 2, in which Josh Brolin played Cable after playing Thanos in Avengers. Avengers Assemble! Which reminds me, Loki season 2 is also out. The third episode dropped yesterday morning, and I was taking care of Advita. She had a bit of a cold, so I couldn't live stream my reactions. Nevertheless, I will try and make a different video about my reactions to the third episode of Loki season 2, which is titled 1893, if I recall correctly. Nevertheless, uh, where was I? New Zealand, right? So The Hunt for the Winter People, of course, is a great movie which you should see. It's a sort of a dark comedy. Um Sort of a coming of age film. But the main thing is that it's a very, I won't say relatable, but a very heartwarming movie. And the twists and turns in that movie are pretty nice to see. Taika Waititi's emerging, fun directing is also apparent in that movie. So if you like Taika Waititi, and if you are interested in New Zealand's I mean, it is the highest grossing movie for New Zealand, made in New Zealand, because The Lord of the Rings, which was filmed extensively in New Zealand by a New Zealandian director, Peter Jackson, does not count technically as a New Zealand movie because I think it was funded by Hollywood studios and all. So that doesn't make a difference. New Line Cinema, I think it was. Yeah. That doesn't make a difference to the fact that Taika Waititi is obviously a creative force to be reckoned with. His acting and all, his cameos are also pretty nice. And yeah, so that's it. I guess I will, uh, I will request you, or I will encourage you to watch The Hunt for the Wilder People. And if you are an adult, you should watch What We Do in the Shadows. if you like vampire, gothic, gory, very satirical comedy. You should also watch Thor: Love and Thunder if you like the Avengers. And of course, Loki season 2. Like I said, my reactions will be coming up soon. Okay, then. So I guess that was it for this blog, which launched from why is New Zealand called New Zealand? And like I explained to you, it is New Zealand because the Dutch people named it after a province in Holland at that time in the 1600s, if I recall correctly. And then it got anglicized by Captain Cook to New Zealand. Okay, then. Thank you so much for watching. Do check out my other videos and smash that sub button for awesome acts fun. I'm Akshat. Looking forward to tomorrow's match, and of course something special lined up for tomorrow, which I will not reveal yet. I will only give it its due importance and its due respect once I have made that video. Okay, so that was a bit of a enigmatic teaser. But it is a serious issue. It is something close to my heart, and I hope that it turns out better than what I imagine it will be like. Okay, with that, this meandering vlog, like so many of my other vlogs, comes to an end. I will be recording a few reviews of shows that I've seen recently, so stick around for those. Thanks for watching.